going to start by signing in. Welcome back to Phonically. I see a red light here, meaning that I have some personalized insights. I can look at my personalized insights and track my progress. Here, I get my daily insight, new for today. Today's practice showed good progress in many areas, particularly with the clear production of K and B sounds, etc., etc. That's awesome. I can check out my progress dashboard and look at the different sounds, some improved progress here, some areas that could use some help, back vowels, diphthongs, arc-colored vowels, consonants, voiceless and voiced. With this information, we might wonder what the details are. So why don't we have a look at those? See what it has to say about the stressed central vowel. Here we can get a very detailed account of what wasn't right. Here you can see number of attempts, how many were correct, final score, long term and short term, which ones were correct, which ones were a miss, weak and strong sections here. Fantastic way of looking at this. Let's try another one really fast. Just look at one that was really good. Let's look at here. Here is a sound like as in thank you. This one wasn't as good, but some of them were fantastic, and I can have a look at which ones I excel at and which ones I don't. So if I was a student, this would give me some great insights into what I'm doing right and what I'm not doing right to help me narrow my focus and work on the sounds that I need help with. After I've checked out my progress, I could go back and see what other options I have in my dashboard. Let's check out the everyday topics. Here, there are some built-in ones, introductions at the airport, at the grocery, at the workplace, etc., at the restaurant. But I also entered my own words used at the dentist. Let's try these out. Here's a list of some commonly used words you might encounter when you go to visit the dentist. So why don't we give it a practice and see how it sounds. The first one on the list is, I have a dentist appointment next week. Let's see the native accent.
I have a dentist appointment next week.
I have a dentist appointment next week. Let's see what kind of score it gives me. Probably pretty good. Pretty good. 100 for accent and 87 for fluency. I would say that's pretty decent. I probably don't need to listen to these sliders because of the quality of my imitation, but I am a native speaker, so I'm not a really good example. But it does give you an idea. You can still listen to see how they
I have a dentist
I have a dentist. So, very similar, right? Let's listen to the next phrase.
Do you floss your teeth every day?
Let's try that. Do you floss your teeth every day? All right. Wasn't as happy with that one. Maybe I should find out why. Click here and find out. So here it said, very good, vowel sound in your, this was, I see. So I wasn't so happy with my your for some reason. So it says the vowel sound in your should be an not an Your, as in practice the sound is in law or caught followed by the R. So there's, it's saying as I say your. Okay, well, that's what it says. All right, let's look at maybe two different option here. We also have word practice. I created a custom one for this too. Now here it's more about words, but we can practice what the AI one came up with. So auto. First one on the list is car. Let's try that.
Car.
Car. Pretty happy with that one. Let's try the next one.
Mechanic.
That one's tricky. Mechanic. Again, is going to be happy with me pretty much because I am a native speaker and I'm actually really quite good at listening to and imitating what I hear. But not everyone is. And so here they can practice oil, tire, brake, engine. It's really an awesome way to learn how to properly pronounce these everyday words. There will always be times when a student will want to check on their own assessment to see how they've been doing. They can click here and take a quick self-assessment, sit in a quiet place, try not to repeat your recording, etc., etc. Let's give it a try.
Easy.
Easy.
That.
That.
Water.
Water.
Share.
Share.
Video.
Video.
Quarters.
Quarters.
It's a nice day, isn't it?
It's a nice day, isn't it?
Tell me when you're near the house.
Tell me when you're near the house.
I'll answer you once I'm done.
I'll answer you once I'm done. Okay. That's what it thinks. And those are my scores. And now for the serious training. Once you've had a chance to do an assessment, practice some words, everyday topics, it's time to get into the nitty-gritty of this training. Here's where we have our comprehensive interactive curriculum, which is filled with many insights and tips and secrets of the natives. It's broken into 22 lessons, starting off with the very basic beginnings and talking about vowels and consonants, schwa, consonants again, stress, syllables, talking about stress and unstress, word reductions, sentence reductions, linking and blending, contractions, etc., etc. But to give you a quick idea of how this actually helps you train and to how to pronounce the sounds correctly, here we're looking at the vowels. Here we have the a versus the eh, ah versus the ah. You can click here and practice. Let's play it just to make sure I hear it right.
Bad, sad, dad.
Bad, sad, dad. Bad, sad, dad. Okay, we could repeat this again and again and again and again to get a better score. Let's check out the next sound.
Bed, said, dead.
Bed, said, dead. Bed, said, dead. I'll try one more time.
Bed, said, dead.
Bed, said, dead. Bed, said, dead. That time it was happier with me. And let's try one last one. There we go.
Bot, policy, content.
Bot, policy, content. Okay. Bot, policy, content. Let's try repeating it.
Bot, policy, content.
Bot, policy, content. Bot, policy, content.
Bot, policy, content.
Bot, policy, content. Bot, policy, content. Oh, seems pretty happy
Bot,
with me.
policy,
So I'm gonna stop
content.
But as you can see, by using the repeat function, you can practice again and again and again and again, which of course is the best way to learn. You listen, repeat, here you get a score, listen to your own recording, compare it to the reference audio, and go around and do it again and again and again. And you can compare all the different sounds against each other by doing this. Finally, embedded in every lesson, there is not only information broken into sub-lessons, but in each lesson we have shadowing practice, usually 2 of them. And so while we're learning in the curriculum, we can also practice shadowing entire paragraphs, which helps you not only with pronunciation of words, but also pronunciations of entire sentences, which of course means that we can help strengthen people's ability to listen, to how we connect words, and strengthen speaking rhythmically. So here's a sample. You can first of all listen to the entire paragraph just for listening purposes, or you can go phrase by phrase and practice and hear how you do. Let's practice listening to this first one. Sustainability shapes our daily interactions in a fundamental way. Let me try that. Sustainability shapes our daily interactions in a fundamental way. Pretty happy with that. And so we just go from one phrase to the next, to the next, to the next. And we can do the same thing we did earlier. Get our personalized feedback, listen to ourselves in comparison to the reference audio, and continue to improve our speaking fluency and accent.